All right, so we are on AC34, and we're going to learn how to create some queries. We're going to use the wizard, a simple query wizard, to help us do that. So query is just basically you're asking a question to the database, or you just want certain information to come back and display because it's information that maybe you use a lot. So we're going to start on AC34. It says if your navigation pane is closed or minimized, go ahead and open that up. Make sure that the account table is selected because that's the table that we are writing the query for. So it's going to go find information in that table to display. To create a query, in this case, we're going to click on Create. And this time we're going to use the query wizard. So it's going to help us go step by step what we want to create. So I'm going to click this. We are going to choose a simple query, click OK, make sure that it's the account table, and then we're going to add the fields that we want to display in this query. So I am on step AC35, and it asks me to add the account number, account name, the amount paid, current due, and the account manager number. So again, I'm using the information on AC35. I'm going to click the next button. Those are the only fields that we want to show up from our query. We're going to click next. And we want to make sure the details show every field of every record is selected. It is. I'm going to confirm that the account query is the name of the query. So it is. And then at the end of this, we're going to open the query to view the information, and we're going to click Finish. And so you can see that that query, what it did, it took from the accounts. So I'm going to open that table. So here's all my information in accounts. And then the account query only gives me certain information from that. So this might be information that I look up quite a bit, or it's just easier to read, or maybe I want to write a report from this and only want these to display. So there's different reasons why you might run a query. So this is grabbing information from here. It's just showing us and displaying to us the fields that we ask it to. I'm going to close my table, and then I'm going to close this query. And that takes me to the top of AC37. So on 37, we're going to add some criteria in our query. So step 1 on page 37, I'm going to right-click and open this query in design view. So this is kind of similar to looking at the table. This is like what's going on in the background, and it gives us a chance to modify this query and add some criteria and different things to it. Notice that all of these are checked. So that's in show. So it's showing, these all show up in this query when you run this query. These are fields that we can see from the accounts table that we're using. We are choosing not to use all of these, so we only use the ones that we selected. And what I want to do in this one on page AC38, I want to only show the account manager number by a criteria. So I only want to see information from the account manager whose account manager number is 15. Oops, not 15, 35. So 35. So it's going to give me information only for the account manager numbers that are 35. So once I type in this criteria into this field, I can click Run. And so now you can see it's only given me the data, the records that meet that criteria, which is 35 for this last field here. So these are the account managers. So if I'm account manager 35, these are the accounts that I'm responsible for. And it's kind of cool. I'm going to open up account managers, this table, so you can see. So who is 35? So the account manager 35 is Mark. So now we can see that account manager 35, Mark, these are all of Mark's clients or customers. So that's how this is related. From the account manager, this links him to these specific accounts. All right, I'm going to close that. And I'm going to close this query. And we're going to say no, and that is on AC38. It says say no to that. So we don't want to save that criteria. So let's say you accidentally said yes. How do I fix that? So I go back into my account query. I'm going to right click. I'm going to open it in design view. That's where I can make adjustments. If by chance I left this in here, you come in here and you're like, oh, I have 35 in here. You can come in, delete this, and then save that. So get rid of that criteria. There we go. There's some more queries for you.